All right, you guys. So, Ticket TV live streams, like, share, and subscribe as y'all come on in the building. Shouts out to the LDBC, and let's get right into this video, man. So, um, my takeaways from the Bucks versus Wizards game. I was impressed with the start, upset with the finish, and everything in between. The start was beautiful. Everything else, I'm not happy about. Uh, let's start first of all with the start. I thought the Bucks came out very sharp, on point. The Bucks won me a lot of money tonight because I knew they was going to come out on fire tonight. I knew they was going to come out ready to roll. First game of the season at home, guys was firing on all cylinders. All the 3-point shooters were hitting shots early in this game, and then something crazy happened. And I'm gonna say this, you know, when I look at the Milwaukee Bucks and I look at the 3-point shooting, uh, just ability from AJ Green. AJ Green is going to be one of the greatest 3-point shooters that ever played the game of basketball. He's going to, in my opinion, his ability to shoot the three is going to hold him in the league a long time. But he's going to be on that level, man. Of bro, Steve Kerr, you know, obviously Tim Legler of the world. That guy can flat out shoot the ball. Those first three threes he hit tonight in that game, I mean, bro, that shit didn't he almost hit the net. I'm talking about chords, bro. Absolute chords. And, to see him uh, step up like that early in the game and help get the game open, I just knew they was going to come out with a hot start. Him, and then, Trent started hitting shots. I was a little frustrated early with Kuzma, but they got out to a big lead, so I was cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I knew that them letting, old boy hit a couple shots early, you know, I said, you know what? They better not let this fester because you let Middleton get going and then CJ McCollum get going, and you got some issues. But I think the Bucks, and this is the thing that ticked me off about them tonight. They got bored. I think once they got up early, and then let me say this: that foul that Cam Whitmore, what he did, that was dirty, bro. I mean, that's just a straight push offensive foul. The ref should have called it. It was right there in front of his face. The ref didn't call it, and you got a guy hurt because of it. I mean, the way you push Kevin Porter Jr., and everything was flowing well with Kevin Porter Jr. He gets out of the game early, and he was balling to start the game. But then he gets sent out the game early because of that situation. Then he's out for the rest of the game. That kind of threw things out of whack, in my opinion, some to what they were doing. But that's still no excuse, man. To me, the Bucks should have poured it on these dudes. This should have been a 30 to 40-point win tonight. And let me know the Bucks was playing games with these dudes. And they shouldn't. I don't think you should play games with no opponents in the National Basketball Association. That should have backfired on you. Now I will be going to the sport book first thing in the morning to get my money, all my money, because I hit all bets on the Bucks tonight that I made. So I know they're gonna be mad as hell when I walk in there tomorrow. Um, Sick as a dog, but it is what it is. Um, I thought when the game started like it was wavering and it was going, Kuzma stepped up big. Now Kuz was doing other things. I don't know what the hell's going on with Kuzma scoring, bro. I mean, first to start off the game offensively, he was looking just erratic. He's been looking that way since he got traded to the Bucks offensively. But what keeps Kuz on the court, and I think why Doc and D Ham and them like him is his energy, his ability to rebound. Just the other things he does, energy things he does to keep him in the game. And I think that Kuz's other things kind of kept him afloat in this game because he had 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. So he's all over the stat sheet. So I think that that was great from Kuz to be able to come off the bench, be all over the stat sheet. And I miss the old Kuz that could put up numbers and do that as far as getting you 19, 20 a game and do that. But he stepped up late and got a couple to go. And I thought that kind of helped. Hold on. Doc is at the table right now.
It was a pretty bad fight. Giannis's wrist and or hand. It's fine, I think. I didn't notice it. So, I mean, just going back to Kevin, the way he started, and whether it's the scoring, but even some of the playmaking defenses. Yeah. What did you like in those? He was playing great. Like just his defensive pressure, couple steals, deflections, and then just his half court defense. Him and our whole group led to us a ton of runouts. I don't know, it might have been the most advanced passes we've had all well, definitely all year. Since this is game one. But it was just great to see. It created a lot of threes. I thought our ball movement and our defensive intensity and just the way we played in the first half was terrific. And then I actually thought we lost it in the second half. We didn't go back to it. I thought not having Scoot out there was huge. I think Ryan and Cole can do the job, but they wasn't expecting to do the job, so it kind of threw them off. I thought that threw us off a little bit.
If Scooter is going to miss a little bit of time, just what are you kind of hoping for out of Ryan? I know there's...
Yeah, solid, just being solid, with Cole and Ryan, it really puts us in a pinch, like they can't get in foul trouble, so, obviously this is a tough injury for us, especially this early.
Just the force that Giannis played with, whether he was creating for others or scoring in the third quarter.
I thought overall, for the most part, his timing on when to be aggressive, when to be a playmaker was sensational. They cut it to 7 or 8. I think he had 2 assists in a row, bam, bam. Then he took it. I thought he picked his spots really well.
You had talked throughout training camp about wanting to take more three-pointers. How did you just feel about the 18 to 44, particularly the start?
Yeah, listen, I thought we missed 20. I think Miles has never been this open before. He was shocked. We're a great three-point shooting team, and we didn't shoot the three great tonight, which is a great sign. You give me these same shots every night, we're going to make 3 or 4 more, probably 5 more, and the game's a bigger margin.
On media day, somebody smart asked you, who will be your number 2 scorer? And I think you said, I don't know. So maybe you won't know for 20 games?
I don't know. We'll know for the season. We know it's going to be Giannis. I said that to the team this morning. But it can be someone's night, someone different every night.
Is that okay with you, though? Because in the past, it's been Drew, it's been Middleton, it's been Dame. Do you need that identity? Or
no, I think that's who we are. I just think that's who we are, I think maybe someone will take that eventually, but I'm not that concerned by
it. We've talked about Kyle trying to be, Giannis for the second unit.
He was great. Yeah. Kyle Kuzma was phenomenal tonight.
Mm-hmm.
His playmaking. Forget he got to the basket and made some layups, and that's great. But I just thought his rolls to catch the pass, his dribble penetration to pass was fantastic. I actually thought the second group got away from that one stretch, and that's when Washington made a run. They should have went right back to it.
In the third quarter, you mentioned those threes that you guys kind of hit in a row. I think it was Gary, and Miles hit those 3 in a row. Gave you that lead again. What does it say about this team that they had missed a bunch of threes in a row? They were good looks, but they'd missed them, but they were still willing to step into the next one.
Yeah, because that's who we are. We have great shooters. You can miss 5 in a row, but you can still shoot the 3. If you're open, you have to shoot it.
Just what do you think about the reception that Chris got?
It was great. It was really good. I thought the video was really good. And he had a good night. So it was a good night all around, The fans got to see Chris again, which I thought was terrific. I thought he really handled it well, That's hard. It really is. We were laughing after the game because you could tell he was trying to, I want to play well, and so that's hard. The fact he's still be able to play well, good for him.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you guys. So I totally agree with that. I think that Kuz changed that game, you guys, with his energy. I like Kuz's energy. I just hope that he can get better offensively. And again, this is not the barometer. This is only the Washington Wizards. But I bet on this game, and that was easy money for me. And I knew I was going to get that. I went there and put $3,000 on that game today, and I got it. And I'm going to go get that tomorrow, ASAP. So that was easy work now. Outside of that, what else? Just the shooting of the Bucks, man. They talked about the second scorer on this team. I think the second scorer was gonna be consistently Kevin Porter Jr. If you would have asked me, but he's hurt now, so he'll be out for about 2 games, in my opinion. He'll be out for a week, and so I don't think the Bucks are going to be that, bad. You know what I'm saying? Without him, because they got so much shooting, man. I mean, bro, and Doc said, "Yo, we shot bad." Bro, I want y'all to think about this. The Bucks came out this game blistering hitting threes. That just shows y'all they went ice cold for a stretch. You know what I mean? And the Bucks got so many shooters. The Bucks got extra clips. This is why I told y'all this team. To me, this team is a 60-win team. Barring injury, this is a 60-win team. Point blank. Period. 60-win team. This team got extra clips. This team got shooters everywhere. This ain't even funny. The 3-point shooters that the Bucks got. They was out here laying everything down in this game today. To start this game, I was like, man, they're gonna beat these dudes by 100. The way they came out stir frying. So I got 60 wins logged in for them. 60 wins logged in for. I think this team is that damn good. Hopefully, Kevin Porter Jr. That was a bad injury. That was a bad. What Cam Whitmore did was disgusting. Pushed that man like that and did that, man. That was disgusting. But I just think the Bucks are the creme de la creme. I think SGA and the OKC Thunder in the West, and I think the Bucks in the East. And I think that we're gonna get to it quick once we see the Bucks in the Knicks. Once we see the Bucks in the Knicks, I think that's when we're gonna get right to it. And I'm gonna love that. That's because I want to go ahead and get that in the bud right now because I like the upgrades that they made at the big man spot. Because now you got somebody that can guard Cat on the perimeter and in the post outside of Giannis. So now Giannis can roam. Now that's gonna be a real problem. And I'm just trying to tell y'all, y'all sitting over here talking shit, you sleeping. They're gonna win a lot of games. They play Toronto next. So you go to Toronto. Toronto picked up, I think they won tonight. They picked up a good win tonight. I didn't expect Toronto to win that game. But they got to go to Canada on Friday. They play. And then they play in Cleveland. And then we got the Knicks on NBC. So we got the Knicks on NBA on NBC. We get it cracking right out the box this season. So it ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Hopefully we can have Kevin Porter Jr. back by the Knicks game. I don't want him out for that game. Because you got to go to the Raptors, then you got to go to Cleveland. And then you play the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely going to be looking at that very closely. You know what I mean? But I'm just telling you guys, man. I'm looking at this thing, man. I like the Bucks, man. I just like them to get 60 this year, man. That's the number, man. I think Giannis is the most unstoppable player in the game outside of SGA right now. And I think it's those two. And I think anything else is uncivilized. That's how I feel about it. So you guys let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, and subscribe, man. Bucks get the win over the Wizards. Easy work. Caveman can do it. Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe once again. There are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drop weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.